Hi, Steve Smart here. I attended a great little seminar last night hosted by a web design and marketing agency that I really respect and like. And they had a couple of very talented designers on their panel. And so they had a presentation and there were questions and answers. And I learned a handful of things that I want to pass on to you. So here are my top 5.5 suggestions for web design in 2014. So the first, I've got my note cards here. So the first one, design matters and time is money. So what was found out through a lot of testing is that people have in about 2.5 seconds, people are going to reach conclusions about your website, whether they like it, whether they don't like it. And in about 2.5 seconds, their eye is going to find what's most interesting to them. So design matters. Now, related to that, now this is news to me, Amazon did some kind of a study, and I guess they began measuring by milliseconds how quickly people will abandon a web page or a website if they're not able to quickly find what they want, if the page doesn't quickly load, or if people don't quickly find what they want, or if they're not able to move on to the next step, people will just leave. So, design matters and time is money. Now, the second one, the average lifespan of a website, I would have thought it was about 5 years, but now it's down to about 3 years. Things are changing quickly. So you have mobile devices and you have lots of other kind of smaller devices, and people are viewing websites on those devices. In addition to that, design trends change, and you have to change with those trends, or you'll be left behind. User expectations change. So the world that we're living in is quickly changing. So the average lifespan of a site is about 3 years. Number 3, yellow is yucky. Now, I'm not terribly knowledgeable about colors, but I do know they matter. What I didn't know was that yellow is yucky. They basically said, don't use yellow on your website. Now, here's 3B. This is where the half comes in. Don't use yellow fonts as well. So, and beyond that, don't use scripted fonts. Now, interestingly enough, I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, and they said that they're not teaching cursive writing in schools anymore. Well, I haven't used cursive writing in decades, so maybe that's a good thing, but that's number 3.5. Don't use yellow in your fonts and don't use scripted fonts. Number 4, don't fear the white space. So sometimes people will jam-pack their homepage or their pages in general. They'll jam-pack it with stuff. And that can make it too cluttered and hard to figure out what you should do or find what you want to find. So the use of white space, it doesn't have to be the color white, but it's blank, empty space. That is actually useful for creating a sense of balance, and that makes it pleasing to the eye. And that goes back to the first point, design matters. So don't fear the white space. Number 5, make it mobile friendly. So this isn't really news that more and more people are viewing websites on mobile devices, their iPhone, their iPad, their Samsung Galaxy, or whatever it is. People are viewing websites on mobile a lot now. So you need to make your website friendly. What I didn't know, there was a Google guy at this seminar. I don't know what his official capacity was, but he informed us that Google will start penalizing websites that do not have some kind of a mobile-friendly site, either with a mobile-specific site or with responsive design. I'll talk more about that in another video. So number 5 is make it mobile-friendly. So here are the top 5.5 suggestions again. Design matters. The average lifespan of a website is about 3 years. Yellow is yucky, and don't use yellow or scripted fonts. Don't fear the white space, and make it mobile friendly. So I hope that helps you, and if you like what you see here, like it or subscribe or do whatever you can wherever you're watching this. Make a comment, but there will be more to come. Sign up for my newsletter, and you'll see some more videos. Well, I hope that helps you. This is Steve Smart, the marketing guy.